go over Melissa, the solo part anyway. I'm going to show you the chords to play over. The chords translate well into the song. They're a big part of the song, so you know, you'd be a lot closer to playing the whole song. But let's start here. So E, open E. Then we're going to move our pointer finger up 1 fret, but our ring finger and our pinky are going to hit the D and the A string on the 4th fret. Then we're going to move that up 2 frets, move it back down 2 frets to where it was. Then we're going to go back to the E and repeat. And that's pretty much the loop. And I already have a track on the looper set up, so let's get started with the solo. I'm going to start on the 9th fret here of the G string. That's an E note, and the song's in E, so that's why we're playing. It's E Mixolidian. 9th fret on the G and the 11th fret. Go back and forth for a while. You can also bend the 11th fret on the G string. You can also do the same thing on the D string, the 2 middle strings, 9 and 11, all day long. You can also bend the 11th fret on the D string. So play around with the 9 and 11 a lot. That little box we're going to use a couple more times here, so learn that. Just 9 and 11 on the 2 middle strings. But when you want to move up, we're going to go 9, 10, and 12 on the B string. You can do the same thing on the E string. 9, 10, and 12. Go back and forth and blend them in. So when we hit this 12th fret on the E string here, it's also an E note. Very similar to right down here on our 9th fret on the G string, where it's also an E note. So whatever you can play down here in the box, 9 and 11, you can do up here on 12 and 14. So 12 and 14 are the same as 9 and 12, or 9 and 11, I'm sorry. So also on these, the 12 and 14th fret, you can bend the 14th fret. Mess around. So we got 9 and 11 in the middle 2 strings. And then we got 9, 10, and 12 on the 2 bottom strings. Then you can hop up to the 12 and 14. Now if you want to go a little bit lower from this 9 and 11 part, if you're on your home note, the 9th fret of the G, drop that finger down, the pointer finger down 3 strings. Then we're going to play the same shape as we've been playing up here. Instead of 9, 10, and 12 would be on the G string, would be 6, 7, and 9. Same notes again. So those 2 shapes are the same notes again, just an octave higher and lower. Then you can also do that on the D string. Sorry. both of those. 2 middle strings, you can play that 6, 7, and 9 all day long too. And go back to 9 and 11. Sorry. And you can bend those too. So also down here, when you drop down from 9 to 6, you can bend those the sixth fret both times. Sorry. Kind of like you can up here. That would be same notes. So whatever you learned in that area, you can bring down here, and whatever you learned in this box, you can bring up to the 12 and 14. So that's kind of the gist of it. Obviously, there's more notes in the E Mixolidian scale, and it's very similar to the Dreams solo I covered. So if you watch that, you're obviously a step ahead here. And if you watch this and want to go back to the Dreams solo, it's the same scale, played 2 frets down. So there's also some good backing tracks on YouTube. There's a really good version of Greg and Dickie, older, playing kind of an acoustic version. Obviously, you can play this on acoustic too. I just did the electric for the looping part. But, yeah, I don't know. Have fun. Make it your own. And, you know, that's all she wrote. Have a good one.